Soha. Tashi Delek to all my dear friends. My name is Lobsang, born in Tibet. Now I live in Spain, Barcelona, and I work with the Tibetan medicine. So today I'm going to explain with a short video clip about the mencha in Tibetan language. Men means medicine, cha means tea. So it's called medicinal tea, prepared from 6 excellent ingredients that are useful for our general health, to balance all the 3 energy, and also it will help to prevent a lot of disease that can influence in our day-to-day life. And particularly nowadays, that when we are going through this crisis of pandemic disease, the virus, so this tea could really help a lot to prevent not to get infected by the virus. And besides that, it's really useful to drink in our daily life. So here are the ingredients. You can see here I have 6 excellent ingredients. So here you have a cardamom, which is very useful, and then you have a cloves, cinnamon, saffron, honey, and the ginger. So these are known as 6 excellent ingredients. Now I will go very briefly why we make this tea with these particular ingredients, because these all ingredients are very much used in Tibetan medicine, because they have a lot of benefit for treating a lot of disease. So I will go very briefly each of them. First, you have a cardamom here. Cardamom is very useful for all kind of kidney problems, kidney related problem, and urinary bladder system problem. Besides, it will help very much to improve your digestive system, and particularly it will bring a lot of metabolic heat and energy to all the organs, especially kidney, bladder, prostata, and the ovary and uterus for the ladies. So this is a brief, and it's very useful to drink for people who have a urination problem, who cannot urinate properly, or who urinate too much, and what you call here cystitis. And then it's also useful for those people who have a kidney deficiency, and plus who have a diabetic problem. So this is a very brief explanation. Here you have a cloves. In Spain they call it clavo. The other one they call cardamom. Okay. So anyhow, cloves are really very good too. Also helps for your digestive systems, improve all your metabolic energy in the system of all the organs, and it's a very useful central nervous system. Also is very useful to eliminate the excess heat accumulated in the brain. So it's also very good for the lungs, for asthmatic problem, lack of oxygen, short breathing problems. So this is very much used in Tibet. When we are traveling in the high altitude, you can chew one of these nuts while you're walking. It will help very much to have not to have an altitude sickness or lack of oxygen. Anyhow, this is very useful to put in the tea, that will prevent you from the heart problem, short breathing problem, asthmatic problem. So I think it's a very relevant ingredient to use nowadays during this crisis of pandemic problems, that not to have too much accumulation of mucus or problem with the lungs palpitation or pumping, heart palpitation and lungs palpitation. So this is the brief about the cloves. Then you have a saffron. The best saffron you find in the world is pure good saffron in Spain. So this is not expensive. People think saffron is very expensive. I buy this from an online order that you can order. 12 packet like that will cost you about 50 euros. So 12 packet like that, and you can have a lot of tea. You can make it from that. Okay. So saffron is extremely good for liver related problem. It's very good for the liver, all types of liver problem, fibrosis in liver, hepatitis in liver, liver degeneration, or too much intoxications accumulated inside the liver. So also it's very good for the gallbladder, and it's extremely good for the eyes, burning eyes, tearing eyes. So saffron is really good for purifying the blood, impure blood. It's also extremely good for anemic problem, people who lose a lot of blood through different means like bleeding from the nose, menstruation, or unknown bleeding internally many times, which causes anemic problem. So saffron is a very useful to drink as a tea. So this is a brief explanation. Then you have ginger. Ginger is very good. It's hot in taste. It's heavy because it's a root, but it's extremely good for digestive system. It improves your metabolic digestive system. It's very good to digest all kind of food easily, and it will eliminate all the gases or inflammation in the stomach, and particularly it's very good to digest all the fat or the heavy food. So it's good for the cholesterol, the fatty liver. So these are quite interesting to put in the food or in the drinks. So ginger is a very good for all the three energies. Okay, it's good for the back end, we say the cold nature disease, which improve the metabolic power to help the digestion, and it's good for the tiba, the bile energy, because it will digest all the fat. It helps to absorb all the fatty food easily, and it's good for the lung also. Okay, so we say wind energy. Then you have a cinnamon. In Spanish they call canela. This is also very good to improve your metabolic heat in the stomach. It's very good for to give a good feeling of the smell, particularly when you make such a tea. And it's also particularly good for all the intestinal problems that have causing you like a diarrhea due to the cold nature. So it helps even to the digestion and the stomach and the intestine, like that. So these are all short brief explanation. And then we use the honey. Now honey is particularly, we say, extracted energy from the bees, which is the best one, and also from the flower. So this is extracted energy which has a lot of potential contribution of energy for our physical health development. Now here in the tea particularly is useful to use because all the ingredients are, except the saffron, all have a acid, sour, acrid taste or hot taste. So if you drink only those ingredients, it can make you some stomach burning sensation, or it will accumulate some acidity in the stomach. So to not have these hot taste disturbances to the stomach, then we use honey, because the honey, the sweet taste, is the antidote against the hot taste or sharp taste. So it will calm down all these heavy, strong hot taste or acid taste. So this is very good to put, and this is, we say, rejuvenation of your energy to improve your quality. Okay. Now this is the normal tea, but in summer we use, in this tea also we use lemon. Lemon we use for this, the tea that we are making now, we use only half lemon. So lemon is a very good, because in the Western medicine also says that lemon is a vitamin C, which helps to prevent getting flu or influenza or grippe. So that's why you use this with the tea, and it's particularly good to use in the tea, especially in the summer, because lemon and the saffron will help to expel all the excess heat that we get contact through the sun or any heat. So it will protect you not to have a excess heat penetration into the body, and it will refresh your feeling, and it particularly helps not to feel too much thirsty in the summer when the weather is too hot. So in order to not to drink too much of cold water during Coca-Cola or cold drinks, which are very bad for your health during the summer. So if you drink, we call the medicinal matcha tea with a little lemon, it will help you not to feel too much desire to drink a lot of cold water. So it's a very useful for vitamin C. So these are the ingredients we use in medicinal tea. So overall, all these 6 excellent property or ingredients will balance all the 3 energy. It will not be harmful for the cold nature, too much hot nature, or even the lung. So for example, the clove is very good for the lung. Lung means psychological stress, tension, nervous. So anyhow, these are very good for the balancing all the 3 energy. So please, my dear friends, if you are interested, drink this. Nowadays, it's very, very good to use during this crisis or pandemic, or even to not to get a general flu or grippe, that we get a throat problem, infection. And it's also very good for the lungs, for better pumping. It's good for the stomach, for the digestion. So I think there are many potential things. So please drink this as your regular tea. Normal tea doesn't have any benefit, or coffee extremely no benefit. So these are really useful for you. So you can drink 1 cup in the morning and 1 cup in the evening, which are very, very good for your health. So I hope you understand that. And now I will show you how to make that. Okay. Hope you will enjoy the tea. Okay, friends, now I will go to show you how to make the tea. Okay, so first we need the water. This is water, 2 cup, 2.5 cup, maybe more or less 2.5. Oh, I think 2 cups is fine. Then now you have the ingredients here. So you put now the ingredients. You have the ginger, which is called thumb size. Okay, more or less thumb size. So you put this thumb size ginger inside. It's already cutted. And then you have 10 pieces of cardamom. It's called green cardamom. There are 2 types. The other one's big size. So this is the 10 pieces that I put here. Then you have a cloves, also more or less 10 pieces, which is very good for the dry cough or for dry throat like that. So we put 10. And you have a saffron more or less like that. You can put together. Okay, and now cinnamon, you don't need a special quantity, but you can put a little bit powder like that. Okay, that's fine. So now all these together, we chop it. Please, all the cardamom should be chopped, because otherwise the seed, energy of the seed will not come outside. So because the black seeds which is inside are the most important, that we should have the tea being benefited by the ingredients. Okay, so this is like so all the cardamom, all the ginger we have chopped together. Okay, so now this we put in the water. Okay, so this is the 6 ingredients, which has all the ingredients. Now we boil it. Okay, so so this, when it started boiling, you have to boil it for at least 4 minutes minimum, because then boiling for some time, it will extract all the essential energies into the water, and then it will benefit you. Okay, lemon should be only at the end. While it's boiling, we don't put the lemon. And lemon and the honey is almost at the end. But first we'll just boil the ginger, the cardamom, cloves, and the cannella which I put already, okay? So now it started boiling. So after boiling, you can keep it for 3 minutes or 4 minutes. It depends on the fire, how strong is the fire. So now this same tea, you can use in the summer, especially for the children, that you can put honey inside, which try to make it sweet with the lemon, so the children don't need to drink a lot of Coca-Cola or Fanta like that. So this tea you can put in the bottle in the fridge, but then you can make it cold, but don't give too cold from the temperature. Once it is in the fridge, take out and keep in the room, what we call room temperature, for some time. You can give to the children also. The normally is best things to drink with a hot temperature, okay? Now sometimes people, they want to have this as a tea, so then you can put 1 bag of tea. You can put 1 bag of tea and you just boil it for short time, and then you can put milk inside, milk. So then it's called medicinal milk tea. Okay, there's one important to understand, that when you put milk and the tea, then you don't use the lemon, because otherwise the milk will be destroyed by the lemon. But basically, without tea and milk is the best. Lemon only during the crisis of not to get cold and flu. Nowadays, now the changing climate, many people are catching cold and flu. So that is very good to drink with a lemon, okay? So now it's boiling, so I will put the lemon now. You see, you squeeze the lemon. Okay, so now this is the lemon. So you see now the saffron color, this is the saffron. It's a saffron color because we didn't put any other ingredients. It's purely saffron and the ingredients. Okay, so these are really. So we finished the lemon. Now we put the honey. We put the honey. Honey you have to put until it's not so extremely sour with the lemon, okay? So maybe 1 spoon honey, 2 spoons, and 3 spoons. I think this is more or less maybe enough. In case it's too sour, you can put a little bit more. Now, those people who doesn't want to use honey, then please use sugar because of the hot taste. So you can use sugar, but better use like this sugar, brown sugar, not the white. Brown sugar is much better than the white. So you can use brown sugar because we always use brown sugar. I think now all that information I gave you. Those who have a diabetic problems, who cannot use any sweets, then saccharina that are used for the without sugar, that ingredients that people used to put in the tea. So saccharina can be used here instead of sugar or honey, okay? Now my family, we are drinking every day this, including my grandson. We drink that and everybody feel very well, I hope. So these are good for immune system. The digestive system means to improve your immune system, meaning is your digestive system should be very good, okay? So when your digestive system is good, it will extract essence of the food, which is the most important things to improve your physical capacity and energy, which you call it defenses of the immune system. So this is very good to drink. Now I think is enough to boil. We see now we have the cup here, and now you have to filter. So actually this is for 2 people. So you see now here, you can call this as a saffron tea. You can call this as a ginger tea also. Or you can say, we call men cha. Men means medicine, cha means tea. So medicinal tea. So I don't know, it's maybe a little bit hot, but I'll try to do that, try to check how it tastes. Traditionally before we drink, we make offering to the Buddhas and to the holy energy, you know. Wow, that's good, huh? Really, it's not too sweet, it's not too sour, smells good, tastes good. So more important thing is, what is the potential benefit of the ingredients more than how you like it. So important you have to think is that how it will improve your health, how it clean your throat, how it improves your respiration system, how it is good for your digestive system, is good for liver. For example, saffron is good for liver, the spleen, the gallbladder, for the blood purification, cleaning, all that. For example, ginger is good for the cholesterol, for the fatty liver, for improve your digestive system, to eliminate the gases. Cardamom is good to improve your kidney kidney power, kidney energy, improve your urination system. Many men have a prostate problem. They have to go to urinate too much. So drinking cardamom tea is good for that. Okay, so like that. So anyhow, I'll try the second time. Wow, I like it. Very good. So finally, I pray to the Medicine Buddha and all the holy energies that everybody enjoy healthy life, mentally and physically, so that we can have a happy, peaceful, meaningful life. And I pray that we overcome very, very fastly the crisis of the pandemic disease that millions of people are facing. So with that, I pray for everybody to remain healthy and safe, and Tashi Delek.